The Portuguese Minister of Health, Marta Temido, chaired recently the opening session of the Conference on Global Health, organized by the Ministry of Health and the Directorate-General for Health under the Portuguese Presidency of the Council of the European Union. We intend to support a plural and transdisciplinary view on global health, an area of increasing importance in the international context, as well as to discuss priorities and next steps of the European Global Health Strategy 2030, said Marta Temido. The multi-sectoral and coordinated effort between countries was a common focus of the various speakers. Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary-General of the United Nations, stressed that the crisis associated with the COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated pre-existing inequalities around the world and hit the most vulnerable in an especially harsh way, exposing the serious risks underfunded health systems and the chronic lack of investment in pandemic preparedness. To overcome these constraints, he suggests the increase in European investments and the strengthening of public health and social protection and their systems, and that around the world, also emphasizing in a recorded message to the conference that these will help to build more resilient societies and economies. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen reinforced the message of unity in her inaugural session, calling for the commitment of everyone to combat the pandemic of COVID-19 and highlighting Europe's role since the beginning of the crisis. Europe has chosen to build a global alliance. Almost a year ago, we joined forces with WHO, with other governments and with charitable foundations, and together we created the accelerating act that is the global initiative to help all these countries have access to tests, treatments and vaccines, she said in a message in which she showed special concern for the African continent. We can only contain the virus if we join forces with our friends from other countries and other continents. Otherwise, the virus will continue to spread and mutate. If we care about our health, we have to care about others as well, said Ursula von der Leyen. The inaugural session was also attended by the Director-General of WHO, Tedros Ghebreyesus, who in a recorded message also addressed the topic of the pandemic. In his opinion, however, the EU's role in global health goes beyond the current pandemic, which has reminded all countries that health is the foundation of healthy and resilient societies. In his speech, he also highlighted the role of primary health care, with proven evidence in many member states, including Portugal. They are the foundation of universal coverage and health security, he stressed. The Minister of State and Foreign Affairs from Portugal, Augusto Santos Silva, stressed the importance of strengthening public health systems and global cooperation through the construction of resources focused on the well-being of people, investing more in populations, in social cohesion, and the importance of public health. We made a great effort to distribute vaccines. Never in the history of mankind have vaccines been developed so quickly, said Augusto Santos Silva. The head of Portuguese diplomacy stressed that what we do in Europe is important, but the most important thing is what we do in the world. Only together we can fight the pandemic. The opening session ended with a recorded message from the President of the Republic, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, who highlighted Portugal's permanent commitment as a constant and not only during the last year of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the Portuguese case, we are particularly committed, and we demonstrated this during this pandemic, and we demonstrated it in the institutional and diplomatic relationship with the countries of the Community of Portuguese-Speaking Countries, the CPLP, in the area of health. And saying it on behalf of Portugal is particularly gratifying to me, said Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. The President of the Republic underlined that health is a fundamental human right and that the One Health approach, based on the trinomial of human health, animal health, and environmental health, is the way to achieve global health security. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.